Yeah, the figures that we're publishing today shows that the destruction of jobs is the equivalent of 400 million full-time jobs in the first half of the year, and this is a considerable increase over our previous estimate. That was at 305 million. So things are getting worse. The job crisis is deepening. Why is that? Simply because of the trajectory of the pandemic. We're not through this yet. I think it's a gradual trajectory in the upwards direction. It is a continuing process. But I think the key thing is the geographic spread. We've seen this pandemic go across the world from its origins in Asia and Pacific, and now hitting particularly hard the Americas, where we see the loss of jobs as being the worst in the world. The average across the world is now 14% reduction in work done. In the Americas, that's at 18.3%. And in South America in particular, the highest in the world, we're nearly at 20. But the bad news is the most pessimistic scenario, which would include a second wave of the pandemic. That would mean that at the end of this year, from the current loss of 400 million jobs, we would still be at 340 million. And the Americas would still be the worst off. At the other end of the scale, the optimistic scenario would point to quite a rapid recovery. The loss of jobs will be down to something like only 34 million, still a very, very hard hit on the global economy. We've seen that the G20, which played such a vital role in avoiding the worst happening during the financial crisis in 2008, 2009, it frankly hasn't been able to play the same role up to this point. So I remain hopeful that because of the obvious and stark need for greater international cooperation, the world in some way will recover its appetite for multilateral cooperation. If there is one crisis that requires a global response, it is this global pandemic. So